Just start it. Just freaking start it. Why not? Why not? Why not? What do I got to lose? What do I got to lose? Alright, hold on. I should... Actually, I can see chat here. I should make sure it's actually working properly, though. Is it working? Unlisted? No, public. Okay, it should be working. I will have to double check though. My channel. Yep. That'll do it. Alright. How are you? I'm alright. Hello. I'll start playing the game in a second. But anyways, yeah, hello. It's been a little over probably almost a year and a half since I've last streamed. I think the last time I streamed was like October 2021. So it's it's February 2023. So it's been a good while. Why is my stream chat like that? It should be bigger. Not that big. Sorry, I'm messing around with OBS. I've never actually... there we go. That's better. Opinion on Trox? I don't know what Trox is, so... Never heard of it. But yeah, it's been a good while since I've streamed. Let me know if my mic audio is too low or my game audio is too loud. Ignore the game if you want. This is just random visuals to have in the background. I'm just gonna be talking, but if you're curious what game I have open, it's Power Wash Simulator. I've been addicted to this game for a while now. I have almost 100 hours in it. Yeah, that's probably a little too loud. I'd imagine that's too loud for you guys. Hold on, let me crank down the desktop audio. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, things have been pretty hectic lately. I finally decided to pick up streaming again. So if I enjoy it, I will keep doing this every Saturday, Sunday, maybe? Or whenever I feel like it, but probably Saturday, Sunday is when I'd stream. Since, people don't have school that day. Oh, I don't really watch Cinema 4D animators. I don't even really watch SFM animators that much anymore, I'll be honest. I stopped animating FNAF stuff like over a year ago. And I kept up with the FNAF animators. I'm still subscribed to a few. It's just that they kind of stopped uploading. Most of them stopped uploading other than a very select few. And so, I don't really watch much animations anymore. I will say I do miss the FNAF animation hype. But the hype's kind of dead now. Not many people bother to upload stuff anymore because they're too busy. Which I totally get. I'm barely busy enough I'm barely free enough for my own channel. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm home, like, all day, but... if you're not an animator, or you're not a dedicated animator specifically, if you're just an animator on the side, then you might not get it. But if you're a dedicated animator, you know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to pump out like a 5-minute video. You know, and stuff I make's like 20 minutes now. So, you know how hard it is to pump out that kind of content. Not to say you can't be a dedicated animator if you pump out like 1 minute long content, but like, still, even then you should probably be able to understand how long it takes to make stuff. I respect anyone who's an animator, man. That stuff's hard. But, yeah, man, life's crazy right now. So I decided to pick up streaming again. Hopefully, people enjoy that. I'm probably just gonna be playing random games and just talking in the background, or random games in the background, me talking. Maybe a time or two Shan will show up or someone else. Like the only person I can imagine would be Shan, but I don't know. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I can pretty much answer anything. I don't know. I like to be open with my viewers because I ain't got nothing to hide. You know, I feel like I'm mature enough to, you know, be that way. Have you played FNAF Security Breach? Yes, I have only like 4 hours in it. Shan played it when the game came out, and I watched him play it. But recently, I bought the game for myself because, haha, I finally got my own debit card, so I can buy games for myself. Yay! But yeah. So I played a little bit of the game. I haven't beaten it because I got to the Music Man section, and God, I just cannot. It is so hard. I just can't. I don't know how anyone does it. I just get boofed. It'll take me like 5 tries to get to the bottom floor to get the first switch, and then the other 3 switches I can get like the first like switch in the bathrooms, and then after that it's just like I just get boofed. It's hard. I'm very excited for Ruin. Me and Shan will probably play it, and together we'll definitely record it and upload it on our second channels. By the way, if you didn't know, I have a second channel. I've had it for a little over a year now. I upload just gaming stuff to it since I have a lot more time for gaming stuff than animation stuff. So I upload on there a lot more frequently than I upload on my main channel. I mean, I barely upload on my main channel at all. But yeah, if you're interested in that, go check it out. If you're not, that's totally fine. I'll still upload on there, even if I only get like 5 views per video. What else should you guys know? I don't know. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask. Let's see. What else can I say? What else can I say? Is there any other games I've been addicted to lately? Not really. Been addicted to this game. Been playing a bit of Teardown lately, if you guys know what that game is. I don't play that many horror games. Security Breach, just a disappointing rest of the game as a whole. No, I don't think it's that bad. I think people give it a lot worse reputation than it is. Gameplay-wise, it is definitely the best FNAF game. There is, like, legitimately great gameplay in that game. Story-wise, yeah, it's a mess. But I don't think that's really Steel Will's fault, because they got rushed to do it by the fans, and probably by PlayStation as well. They just needed more time with the game, and they could have probably done a lot better with it. But I'm sure they'll do a lot better with Ruin. From the looks of it, it seems it's going to be a lot better. I don't think Security Breach is that bad. Yes, story-wise, it was a bit of a mess. But gameplay-wise, it was definitely the best FNAF game. Like, in terms of just as a game. As a story, not the greatest. As a game, pretty dang solid. Yeah. If they didn't get rushed to do it, I'm sure it would have been a lot better and they could flesh out the story properly. But because they got rushed by the fans and by probably PlayStation 2, they just couldn't get out the proper game they wanted to get out. But, you know, I respect them for what they did. I can still support. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's probably a little confusing to some, but I mean, it was a big part of my life. I mean, you know, remember where you came from. That's what I gotta say. I mean, it was a reason my channel got off the ground. I mean, I would not have probably not have the amount of subs I do today, even if, you know, only like 200 people watch my videos. You know, I still have a decent amount of subs, and I'm grateful for that. And, you know, my channel would not have gotten anywhere without FNAF. And you know what? I still like FNAF. It's not something I want to animate because, well, you know, I don't know. It's just not something... I'm not as interested as... I'm not obsessed with FNAF like I was when I started my channel. And that's why I don't animate it anymore. Not because I dislike FNAF. It's just I don't feel the want to... I don't care about the series as much as I used to. I mean, I was like in love with it before, and now it's more like I really like it. It's just something I'm not like thinking about all the time anymore. You know, maybe if things were different, I would still be animating FNAF to this day, but, you know, I mean, a lot of it is because, like, I don't have, like, FNAF animator friends anymore. Most of my friends, I mean, aren't animators at all. You know, friends with Bree, if you know who she is. She's a frequent commenter on my channel, and I talked about her in a few live streams, but I'm friends with her. She's a 2D animator, and Shan obviously is an animator, but other than that, I don't really have any animator friends. So that's probably a big reason why I don't animate FNAF anymore, is because, you know, I don't have friends who animate, so not as much a reason. And but yeah, I still like FNAF. I'm still gonna, you know, keep up with the series probably forever. I mean, you know, I don't have to be obsessed with something to keep up with it and like it still. I mean, I loved Pokemon as a kid, and I've dropped it a few times, but I always come back to it at some point. So, yeah. And, what is my thoughts on the FNAF movie? I always forget about it. I know that it's probably gonna come out this year. So, that's cool. If I have to go to a movie theater to see it, I probably won't see it, but if I can just, you know, not watch it and not pay for it, then I'd watch it. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be decent. If it's not, well, that sucks, but, you know, it's cool. I don't know. I never really cared about the FNAF movie, mainly because there was never any news on it, ever. It was always just something that was on the back burner that seemed like it would never happen. Have I heard the FNAF movie cast? Yeah, isn't there, like, the voice actor, like, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo or something in there? I don't know. I don't know too much. I've heard a few things from Shan, since he's on, actually looks at, like, this FNAF subreddit. I don't look at that. So I don't know much of any FNAF news unless I see it on YouTube or hear it from Sham. But, you know, I hope that it's good, because it's been worked on forever, so it realistically should be good. I'm sure it will be. I doubt Scott would let something out that would turn out bad, especially after working on it for so long. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious to where the FNAF franchise goes from here. I don't know how much more longevity it has. Hopefully it has more, for the sake of the fans, but, you know, who never knows. Opinions on old FNAF fan series. Opinions on your old, and I guess you can. I didn't abandon Redemption, because that was my old FNAF series. I finished it. And then Phoenix, it was kind of FNAF series, kind of wasn't. It was a continuation. It was somewhere in between an original series and a FNAF series. It didn't follow the FNAF storyline whatsoever. It didn't have any elements from it, but it followed on something that was a FNAF series. So, I don't know. That one I did abandon, but that's because, like, I don't know. It was really, I don't know. A lot of the people, the main reasons I wanted to do the series was for the friends I had at the time, and all of them kind of went poof. So I just kind of lost all motivation to finish it. You know, I mean, it was a rough time for me. Not last year, 2021. A lot of not nice people in my life, and yeah. Do you miss the old times when you collab with your friends and two other FNAF fan series? Yeah, I do. I miss, you know, being able to collaborate with other FNAF animators. Those were fun times. A little bit stressful sometimes, because, you know, that's just how collabs are. Whether you're doing with friends or just random people, collabs are stressful. But, you know, it was fun. Looking back on it, it was fun. I do miss those times. You know, 2019 was not a good year for me, but I do miss the good times of it. And I do miss the friends I made along the way that year. Because they really did help me get to where I am today. And, you know, even if we all went our separate ways and there was a bunch of arguing involved, you know, it's past me now. I really don't care that much what happened. If they still hate me, well, sorry for your loss. But, you know, I don't really hate them anymore. And in fact, I look on the times we shared with fondness. What about Nightmare Sonic? He was a funny guy. I'm sure he probably hates my guts just because, you know, whatever. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's moved past it too. But I hope he doesn't hate me anymore. Because, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like I did too much of anything to him. We just kind of went our separate ways because he felt ignored, and you know what? That's fair. I mean, he had a lot going on, so it was, and the times he wanted to talk, it was like really late at night. It was just kind of hard to schedule that, but you know, he was all right. He was a funny dude. I don't have anything against the guy. He was a part of my life, and now he isn't. And that's that. He's retired for now. Aw, dang. Yeah, he always struggled with motivation and stuff, and he had a tough personal life, so I get that. Hope he's doing all right. I hope he's doing well, or at least all right. It's always sad to see an animator quit, especially if you knew them. I mean, you know. But I totally understand any animator quitting. It is rough. It is a rough thing to do. It is a rough hobby to have. I don't want to say job. Some's job, but you know. I guess for me it kind of was. I was monetized. I didn't make much of anything, but I was monetized, so I guess it was a job. It's a tough job to have, and a tough hobby to have. So I always understand people quitting, because it's not for everyone. And even if you're really good, you might just really not have really good motivation for it, and things might get in the way. So. Yeah, I don't know. There are very few past friends from that era, the 2019 era, that I really hold anything against. I mean, yeah, I really just look back on that time and be like, man, you know, at the end of the day, we were just all kind of immature and not doing well. It's like, things happen, but it's been so many years now. Why would I bother hold on to that? Honestly, I hope they've moved on too. Not that I'll ever talk to them again, because I don't think that would go well. If they ever reached out to me and for whatever reason and were like, hey man, I'm sorry for what happened, I'd respond. And I'd be like, yeah man, sorry too. Life just be like that. Because, you know, I've had a few friends from back then reach out to me. Like, if you guys know who Molten Freddy 0414 is. He was my first Discord friend. He reached out to me last year. I don't talk to him much, but we play a few games, and, you know, he's cool. We're cool. I don't know. What else to talk about? If anyone's interested, I'm still working on the 2 current animation projects I have going. I mean, any animation projects I have are going to take a while to get out due to just having to wait on voice actors. Voice actors are, any voice actors I get are volunteer. I don't pay them, so I'm, you know, grateful for what they do. And sometimes they take a while, and, you know, sometimes it's a little frustrating, but I do appreciate that they're there at all. So I hope oh, hey, I was just talking about you. Hey, Molten. What's good? Anyways, yeah, I'm at the mercy of my voice actor. Sometimes that takes a while, so that's why animation takes a while for me. Sometimes months. And that is why my channel is dead. Because I cannot put out content fast enough. I was talking about... Yes, you're right. Yeah, I was talking about how, Ursully last year, messaged me for the first time in like 2 years or whatever it was. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, but you get my point. That is very ironic that you showed up exactly then. It was like a minute after I spoke about you. Yeah, man, if you ever want to play, like, golf or stick fight or whatever, just message me. I got all the free time in the world. Mostly. Never got much of anything going on in my life. I have a Discord ping in my brain every time someone mentions my name. That would be a crazy superpower. I remember when I watched your Springtrap Sorrow collab, looking back, it was okay, but it's been this long. Yeah, I don't know why that video, like, blew up. Well, I mean, blew up for my channel's standards. I feel like that thing has, like, 30,000 views, and it has, like, the most garbage thumbnail that I put no effort into. And it was just, like, I think that was my last collab I ever did. And it was a mess. Definitely the collab I'm the least proud of, but yeah, it for some reason blew up. Glad people enjoy it, at least. You know, it wasn't the greatest collab, but I mean, none of my collabs were, but you know, glad people enjoy it, at least. That's W. And if I don't like something, you know, it's good that other people can enjoy it. Man, what collabs did I even do? I did that one, I did the purple collab. That one kind of also was a mess. I remember someone quit and then I had to get someone else. I don't remember who. That collab was just a wreck. And then I did the No More collab. That was pretty good. That was the best collab I ever did. What else? And yeah, and then I did a few collabs when I just started out. I don't know if it was a few. I don't know. I don't remember. '2019 was a long time ago, so I don't really remember what kind of stuff I did. The unfinished one we take. Oh yeah, that Dread indeed. That was horrible. I tried. I really did. I really did. That was a nightmare. Oh, the one last night collab. That was a solid collab. I mean, at least for my channel standards, it was a solid collab. It wasn't a good collab by FNAF collab standards. None of my collabs are, but man, going through memory lane right now. Oh dang. What do I have left to clean? Doghouse roof. Man, I don't know what I'd do if I do anything differently if I went back in time and replayed 2019. At least in terms of an animator. And in terms of personal life, I'd probably redo a lot, but I don't know. Can I give you a video watch? You won't be able to link it, but you can say the title and I may or may not watch it. Just because, you know, sometimes I forget. And I don't have the greatest memory. And the reason I say you can't link it is because I have links banned from my channel from, you know, like bot accounts. So, it'll not let you send a message if it has a link. What's lawnmower handle? God dang it. Hanging planters. Mother yuck. What was I gonna say? Ah. Oh yeah. If you guys wanna if you want me to leak Mr. Shanman private info, but I'm kidding. But if you want to know the status of Shan working, he's actually been working a lot in the past week. Not on Vengeance, but on his other series, The Blue Knight, if anyone's interested in that. But, yeah. I'm proud of the guy. He's actually working again, finally. He hasn't worked for the past, like, 3 months. So, it's nice to see him doing loaders work there again. Here. Let me look up that video really quick. I might have seen it before, I might have not, who knows. If I can actually type on my phone. Gotcha. Alright, I'll check that video out if I have the time / remember. Okay, game, can I try to press tab? Oh wait, no, it's not tab, it's escape. I forgot my buttons. Flower bed edgings. Not this, that is this. Where is the rest of the dart? There we go. Yeah. Man, I'll be honest, I've thought about giving up on this channel. Like, just stopping. And I wish I could be productive, but you see, I much prefer to be laying in bits. Oh, that is... Dude, I feel that. Man, I could go for a Shamrock Shake right now. But yeah, no, I feel that, man. I mean, most of my... until, like, within the past month, most of my day was just laying in bed all day watching YouTube or anime. But I have forced myself to get on my computer to at least, like, play games. And sometimes work. When I feel not stressed. I'll be honest, I don't animate too much, though. I really don't, but... I mean, a lot of it is because, you know, I have voice actors that I rely on that I need. You know, I can't really animate if they don't get their stuff done. But... You know, even if I did, I you know, I had all the things to do to animate, I probably still would only animate as much as I do. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. I don't know. Not a little less, but maybe I would animate more. Who knows? And do I know who Jason is? Yeah, he's been around for like forever, hasn't he? I don't know. Yeah, animation's freaking hard, dude. Especially if you're a perfectionist. And I'm not a perfectionist, but I know who people who are. And animation is hard for people who are perfectionists because there's no such thing as perfect animation. I don't have much fun animating anymore. Maybe I'll get motivation every month or so, but honestly, posing for us is a lot more fun. Dude, I get that. I get that. There are so many times where I wanted to quit animating because it's just, it's a hassle. I mean, yeah, like FNAF animation is definitely not fun for me anymore. That's why I quit that. The only fun I have animating anymore is for my series that I'm the anime looking ass series that I've been working on, Realm Forgotten, and this new side series. Honestly, the only reason I animate is because I enjoy making stories. I like story writing, and I don't like writing, so I can't portray my stories through that. I don't like typing out words. So, I don't know. I feel like animation is the best way to portray a story. Animations in games. And I can't make games. And that would probably be more tedious as making games. So. Yeah, animation's tough. I don't know how people do it for a living, because I could never do it. Yeah. There have been plenty of times where I wanted to quit animation just because, like you said, you know, just posing in models and posters is a lot more, you know, it's a lot less productive, but it's a lot more, you know, less tedious. God, if there was one reason I'd want to quit animation, it's lip sync. Lip sync is hell. Everything else about animation's fine. It's lip sync that's like the time consumer. If I had a program that like did all my lip sync for me, I would probably animate like 10 times more than I do. I mean, I don't know. And I'm gonna see all Jason doing a bit of content for him. That's bad. Just posting a time. Fair enough. I mean, at a certain point, there's a lot of people who, you know, I mean, that kind of channel, it's hard not to become a content farm, especially if you're like, you know, I'm sure by now he has to like pay bills and rent and stuff, so it makes sense. Hey, having such a critical view on my things, I look to create and show all the wacky or whack-ass stuff in my head, but nothing comes out correctly. Oh, yeah. No, I get that. Animator's curse. You can think of a scene in your head, but you can never perfectly recreate it the way you want. It's always off, no matter how hard you try. It's the animator's curse. I'd be surprised if any animator can perfectly recreate what they have in their head. And yeah, having such a critical view on things, I get that. I mean, I always, you know, Shan's my best friend, and I always compared everything I made to him. And it was just not healthy. top reason why I'm not interested in animating. I only know Source Engine stuff. I don't like the Source Engine. I'm fine with SFM. You know, it gets the job done. It's easy to learn. You know, Blender is hell on earth, and I would never want to bother trying to learn it. I mean, Shan knows Blender pretty well. Like, he's using Blender forever. And he started animating on Blender. Not that he was very good at it, but... And even he is like, dude, this is just not good. He still does it, but he's like, bro, why? I just gotta hear what game you're playing. I'm just playing Power Wash Simulator, but it is more of just me talking. It's not about the game. I'm gonna be streaming every weekend, hopefully, and I'll just have a game on the background, probably this game, because it's easy to talk while playing. But yeah, it's mostly just me talking and having a game on the background to not only entertain myself but entertain the viewers. Did I miss this? Favorite things. I see. Yeah. Man, if we learned anything from the stream, animator life be hard. I thought myself movement on Blender, but only how lighting forget it actually movements. I taught myself movement on Blender. Gotcha. Yeah. Shane actually has the opposite problem. He thinks the movement is a lot... Maybe it's not harder for him, but he likes the movement better in SFM. He says that's a lot more simple. He says the lighting part's easier. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just like... you know... what am I thinking of? Just personal skill set and personal learning curve. Maybe for some people, lighting on Blender is harder, and some people, movement's harder. I don't know. What's your opinion on Machinima if you use it? I don't even know what Machinima is, so no. I have not used it. Was Machinima like a contractor thing for YouTube back in like the day? Like, you know, 10 years ago? Weren't they like, before like Google AdSense, they were like the way you get money? Oh, hi Galaxy. Yes, good game. I have good game, 10 out of 10. I have almost 100 hours on it, no joke. Molten Freddy, do you remember that comment you made only one anime training for this part and canceled it? Isn't that like every collab? Sorry, Molten. Not trying to roast you, but I'm also trying to roast you. Though it wasn't really your fault that none of your collabs, other than that one, succeeded. Honestly, I feel sorry for your lack of success with collabs. Really blows that you never really... You tried so hard, and they just really never... never really got far off the ground, which is unfortunate, because I feel like if they did finish, they would have been pretty decent. You will be ended. No, I'm sorry, Master, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I said they'd be decent if they got finished. Hopefully. The world will never know. The one collab you finished, I don't know if you actually finished more than one, but I remember I did 2 parts for one of them. It was decent. The Wanna Be Twisted collab. Damn, that was a flashback and a half. That was a decent collab. I know none of your other collabs got finished, though. I remember when I met, you were like trying to host like 3 collabs at the same time, and it was just not working out. The ghosting incident with Oh yeah, I actually finished my part for that. I'm pretty sure you did tell me that like everyone ghosted you and just would not get their parts done. That really blows. I don't know. I never understood animators who just never finish their parts. Like, or like, especially if they ghost like people and don't do their part. Like, I don't know. It's like 20 seconds. Can you, if you're gonna sign up to do 20 seconds, force yourself to do it. Unless you're like grandma died that day, or that day, the week that it's due. Like, you should just have your parts done. If it's 20 seconds, like 20 seconds, really, I can get that done in like an hour. It's not that hard. Should take like 2 hours max. I don't know. I get demotivation, but like not doing a 20-second collab, especially if you're gonna like just then not respond to the host after that, like, bruh, you cringe for real. I don't know. I can't. I've attended some attended. It's not a banquet, Finn. I've been a part of so many collabs. I always finish my parts on time. I don't know. It's just not that hard in my opinion. Like, you have to be like procrastinator and lazy like 5 million. And just, I don't know. It's kind of lame. That's why I quit hosting collabs way before I quit being FNAF animator, because wasn't anything about FNAF animator made me want to quit hosting collabs. It's because it's stressful, because no one does what they're supposed to do half the time. I don't know. I just don't get it. I really don't. Man. FNAF animators are really just the laziest human beings on Earth, I swear. It's crazy. Some of them I don't blame, others it's like, bruh. Oh my god, that was satisfying. I so badly want to do a collab on my favorite songs of Review Overture. Oh yeah, you told me about that a few months ago. I remember that. But because it'd be so much fun, but 6 minutes is a commitment. Oh yeah, no, you'd have to give like, let's see, 6 minutes. If you gave like even like 30-second parts, that's like 12 parts. That's a normal amount of collab. But if you like cut it into 20-minute parts, that would be like 18 parts still, and that's a lot of reliance on other people. I don't know. Yeah, if I was gonna commit to that personally, I'd probably like do like a minute or two of it myself, just like ensure that it was gonna get finished. But you know, if you ever do host a collab and you know need someone to fill a spot, I'll undig the graves of the FNAF models and put them back in my SFM folder. I mean, I feel like I'm reliable, at least in that regard. I always get my parts done, even if I'm not even FNAF animator anymore. I feel pretty confident I'd get my part done still. And do it well. Or decent. I don't want to say well, because that makes me sound either egotistical or like that it would be great. And I don't want to sound egotistical, and I don't want to promise that it'd be great. But I feel like I could do a decent job. Even if I haven't animated FNAF in like 2 years. Sprocket? What the hell is a sprocket? Oh wait, did I see it? Did it? Aha! There we go. But yeah, man, if you feel like going for it, and you think you have the motivation to do it, I'd just say go for it. But if you don't feel like you have the motivation to do, like, make up for, you know, like a minute of it, then I would say maybe not the best to go for it. Because one thing I've learned from doing collabs is you got to be willing to fill up the slack for other people if they're really just that lazy. If you want to get it done that badly, that is. Didn't I do this one already? Isn't that the one I just did? What am I doing with my life? I did this one too. I'm mindlessly just playing this game. SUV. But, yeah. I don't know. It'd be cool if you could complete another collab. But, you know, you don't feel like you have the motivation or commitment for it. You know? Know your limits. Because overworking yourself and stressing yourself out over a collab that it's not the most fun. Not the most fun, let me tell you. The stream caught up, by the way. I don't actually know if the stream is like, for some reason, has really bad latency right now or something. It could be like a minute behind and I wouldn't have no idea. Okay, it's a little bit behind. Hold on. What if I? Will it still work if I like stop? Your stream will stop in your own. Okay, never mind. I won't. Old YouTube, I don't know if it still works like this. I don't want to risk it. But if you stop streaming, then click stream again, like immediately after, it wouldn't actually stop the stream. It would just continue it. And it would like undo the latency. Sadly, I'll never know the continuation of Phoenix until I got canceled for a lot. Yeah. I mean, hey, next stream, here, if you really want, next stream, I'll tell you everything that was going to happen in Phoenix. I would do it this stream, but yeah. I have to stop streaming in a few minutes. So, but next stream, I can go ahead and like just say what Phoenix was going to be if you want. People want that. I'm sure some people do. Because, you know, I did stop it very abruptly. And I think I still have, like, some of the script of it. It might not be the most updated script. But I still have some of the script of it somewhere. Maybe in, like, Shan's DMs or something. What was I gonna say? Old YouTube. Bro, it's crazy. They find Susan Wojcicki finally quit. I can't believe it. Hopefully this new guy actually does good stuff for YouTube. I mean, okay, I will say Susan did do some good stuff. There was a lot of steps in the right direction, but there was also a lot of steps in the wrong direction. It was pretty 50-50. My biggest issue with YouTube now is just the censorship is just ridiculous. Like, you really think Coca-Cola cares if I say fuck in the video? They're gonna sponsor it no matter what. They're just doing it to get cheaper ads. I should probably stop streaming in a few minutes. I guess I can just wait for whatever my... Yeah. I'll just wait till I get texted that I have to go. New guy's gonna be something. I mean, he was the guy who tried bringing NFTs to YouTube back when he was below the YouTube pyramid. I don't know anything about this new dude other than that he's Indian. That's the only thing I know, is that he's Indian. Yeah, I can't imagine what he's like. Because I don't know. But... hopefully he does a bit better things, and honestly, like I said, the main issue I have with YouTube now is censorship, so if that changed, I'd probably have a lot better opinion on YouTube. And if their age restriction system... Oh. Alright, well, that is my... There's that text. Alright, that is my signal to end stream. But do not worry, I will probably stream next Saturday. I think. Yeah. I'll stream next Saturday. Maybe even during the week. But definitely next Saturday I'll stream again. But thank you to everyone who tuned in. Oh, you want to tell me who he is? All right, I'll stay for that. Sure, why not? But after that, I will be PCing the heck out because I have... Man, I'm hungry. Anyone else hungry? I'm starving. God, I could go for pizza right now. Alright, I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait till 3 exactly, and then I'll end the stream there. And yeah, see you, Molten. Hope you're doing well. If you ever want to do something, feel free to message me. And to everyone else listening, thanks for tuning in. It means a lot for everyone to show up, even if it's only like 3 people. That's fine. Honestly, any interaction is good interaction. I like talking to the people who watch me. I'm not gonna say the fans, because that makes me sound like I'm way more important than I am. I'm not important at all. But this guy who pretends to be a FNAF hater or should I say spreading restoration guy and poor animators, they have to deal with this guy, and I'm glad people... Gotcha. Yeah. There's a lot of internet trolls out there. They're all stupid. They all just want attention because their mommy doesn't give it to them. But yeah, honestly, that's one of them. That's a good reason I'm out of the FNAF community, because all the stupid drama that happens in there all the time. Anyways, that will be all. I will be going. So see you in the next one. Whee!